Today I'm going to share with you the very best piece of advice I have had as a freelancer. Hello and welcome to the Freelancers Tea Break. My name is Emma Cossey, I'm your host and I'm a coach and mentor for freelancers. And I've been freelance since 2009, which makes me a vintage freelancer at this point. And I've had a lot of advice over the years, some of it good, some of it bad. And I think one of the most important pieces of advice I've had is what I'm going to share with you today. This was given to me very early on in my freelancing career. I used to work in editorial, fashion and beauty editorial really, for online blogs. This was in the early days when they were just starting to be introduced to things like Fashion Week and taken seriously. And I had a brilliant editor who shared this one piece of advice, and honestly it's one that I come back to time and time again, and I share it all the time. That piece of advice is under promise, over deliver. Don't get it the wrong way round, because this is what happens so often. I see so many freelancers over promise, under deliver, and the trouble with that is you can never wow a client who you've over promised to. When you over promise, first of all, you're probably going to burn yourself out trying to achieve what you've promised there, and there's no room to go above and beyond and wow them. Or you're just going to meet their expectations. There's nothing very exciting there. If you under promise and over deliver, it means you're promising what you're going to get done, which is exactly what they're expecting, and then there's room for you to go above and beyond and really wow them. Whether that is finishing the project early, this is where this rule really does apply. In terms of under promising, under promise with the deadlines in particular is amazing, because then when you finish early, they're amazed. But it can also be things like you promise to work on a task for them, you do the task, but then you do a little bit extra, like you might suggest something else that they can do, you might connect them with somebody else, you might add in a little bit of extra, and because you've under promised, you have that time and that bandwidth to do that. So what I would love you to do is, when you are pitching for something, always go back to, how can I under promise and over deliver here? And I'm not talking about throwing loads of stuff in free afterwards either. I'm just talking about, how can I leave myself room to over deliver, and how can I really wow this client so that they're recommending me to other people. So that's it this week. It's a very simple one. How can I under promise and over deliver? I hope you have a good week, and I'd love to hear how you get on with implementing that.